What is up, my beautiful friends? We are on episode number 288. My name is Heather Newman. This is a hashtag Get Unstuck podcast. Today we're talking about energy freaking vampires, how to protect your peace or you're going to lose your spark. So have you ever walked away? Before I jump into this, first of all, I hope you can hear me. Second of all, I'm not going to do the intro. I am just getting on here and talking to you like we're going for a walk, which was the intention today. So go ahead and grab your earbuds, put your hair in a ponytail, grab your sneakers, and let's go for a walk. I am not actually walking while I'm recording like I had anticipated doing. I'm actually with Oliver right now. Nemo's in the other room. But the reason why is because I tried and it was a little bit windy, and I'm not complaining about it because the weather feels so good here in Louisiana. But I was like, let me run back. I'll go ahead and record it and then I'll go for my walk. But you ladies can go ahead. Let's pretend I'm walking with you. And I want to talk about energy vampires. This subject came up just yesterday. So, have you ever walked away from someone? And by the way, this was not my personal experience. This is two other beautiful people in my life, their experience that they shared with me yesterday. And I thought, oh my God, this is perfect. This is exactly why I wanted to talk about this. Okay. So, have you ever walked away from someone and you feel completely just like drained, exhausted? And you might be the person that doesn't really pay attention to energies, but I want you to start paying attention. Like, you feel like your energy just disappeared for the rest of the day. And I want you to know that that is not just a feeling. That is an energy vampire. So in this episode, number 288, I'm going to talk about protecting your peace like it's your freaking paycheck, right? We've been talking a lot about money and budgeting and how important it is to get all of our finances in line, and just it feels good to take control of your life. So you'll learn how to recognize who or what is actually draining your energy, how to stop being the one who leaks it, and how to rebuild structure that's going to fuel your glow, your spark, instead of killing it. So, number one, we're going to protect our peace, protect your sparkle, and number two, let's just go ahead into it. So, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk about this because, like I said, it came up yesterday. And I noticed this a lot, and maybe you have too. There are people who leave you feeling lighter after you've been around them. And then there are people who leave you feeling like you just ran a freaking marathon emotionally. So here's the truth. The second group of people, those are the energy vampires. So before you start thinking of everyone else, let's also get real for a second. Sometimes we are the ones leaking that kind of energy too. Sometimes we're the ones calling a friend and dumping everything that's wrong with no filter, no pause, and then wondering why they start kind of pulling away. Today, I just want to talk about how to stop that cycle because it's a slippery slope and it kills your growth. So, here's what usually happens. You have a friend or a family member who always seems to have a problem, right? We all know this person. I mean, all of us have problems. All of us have issues. But there's always this drama. And every time your phone lights up with their name, or you get a text from this person, or whatever it is, however you communicate with this person, you already feel your energy drop before you even engage in the conversation. And you love them, right? Because like you care, but somehow the conversations always turn into their therapy session. And by the time you get off the call or get away from them, you feel like you need one. Like you feel like you need therapy. That's what energy vampires do. They dump their emotional clutter onto you. And then they leave feeling lighter while you're now carrying everything they just dumped in your lap. Here's the thing. We can't control them, but we can control what we tolerate. You have to start protecting your peace the same way you protect your freaking paycheck. So, because energy, it is currency, and you're constantly spending it on chaos. If there's nothing left in you, how do you expect to create new things, to grow, or to find space for your own joy if you're spending all your time and energy in someone else's drama and chaos? I'm sure you have your own set of drama and chaos that you're not even sharing or dumping on anybody that you need to be working on yourself. Maybe right now you're realizing that you've been that person a little bit too, and that's okay. Awareness, being self-aware, is everything. So the goal isn't to be perfect. It's just to kind of catch it and be like, oh, wait, like a little analysis of yourself. So the next time you catch yourself wanting to vent, stop and ask, is this helpful for anybody else? Is this healing? Because there are times that we do need to talk things through for healing. But be aware, read the room. Are you paying a therapist, or are you just dumping your stuff so that you can feel better and making maybe that person not feel better? Or ask yourself, am I just dumping because I want to feel temporarily better and I don't really care? So if it's the third one, the last one, pause for a minute. Try to maybe journal. Try to move your body. Go for a walk. Maybe a little prayer is what you need. Sometimes when we feel the need to dump all our ish, maybe that's a little tap on the shoulder from God saying, hey, I need you to check in with me. You've been missing. Go for a walk. Do something to shift your state before you share it. Go paint your nails. Go take a hot bath. Whatever your thing is. Because here is the truth. Nobody wants to hang out with a dark cloud. Nobody wants to be around somebody that's always, woe is me, Debbie Downer, sad. And it doesn't mean you have to fake happiness. It just means that you choose to focus on what's within your control. So if you're having a bad day, I get it. I have them too. And sometimes I'll even dump that in my stories on Instagram. And maybe I shouldn't, but I do. I'm human. We're all human. We all have ish. So when you're frustrated and you got to get it out, that's one thing. But to dump all of your ish onto a friend who might already have some other struggles that they just choose not to share because they don't want to impose. They don't want to put their heaviness in someone else's lap. Just remember that after every conversation, ask yourself, do I feel drained or do I feel inspired? That is when you're with someone else, right? Like this is your homework. Pay attention to your energy this whole week. And again, ask yourself, do I feel drained when I leave this person or do I feel more inspired when I leave this person? You need to protect your energy and remember that structure is self-respect. I will talk to you next time. Protect your peace. Protect your sparkle. I love you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.